Good morning, this is Mike Duber. I thought I would let you sit off my shoulder this morning and watch as I did a decorative script name across this large sterling silver medal. This medal has some technical layout and lettering on the opposite side. It has 3 or 4 lines of ceremonial type lettering that's very strict, very rigid. And will take some time to lay out and cut. Likewise on this other side, I simply have to engrave the recipient's name. The name is Dan Duncan, and I want to do it in something less than technical style. So this is going to be kind of a free-form, ribboned script name centered on this plate, and that's all we have to engrave, besides some embellishments which we'll talk about as we go along. So I wanted to give you an idea of how I lay this out, how I cut it, and what it takes to get this name on the back of the silver plate. My preferred layout medium is and always has been Chinese white. I find it very simple to use. I think it's best when used with a rag on a large piece like this, and just flowed onto the metal, and presents me with a nice place to lay out and engrave this name. So because my block is centered, I have centering lines. It's easy for me to find center by drawing simply through this bail at the top, right through the bottom. Center vertical. I have marks on my vice jaws. That's longitudinal center. And that only locates me. I'm not going to use it as a guideline, but it locates me in the center so I can visually place this name, which I'm going to roll kind of in a ribbon and just let it flow through the center. So I'll do a top guideline, a bottom guideline, and I wouldn't have to do this, but I'm going to go ahead and do a third line for my capital letters. So, 3 lines simply laid in a ribbon border. The name is Dan Duncan. I'm going to visibly locate this and sketch in the letters. Nice rolling script D. So, there's the name basically laid out. You notice although my script is flowing in a ribbon pattern, I've tried to keep everything vertical. I think if you have a ribbon and you try to do your script at a slant, it doesn't look right. It kind of throws off the artistic impression and makes it look skewed somehow. So the important thing when you're doing a ribbon like this is to keep all the letters visibly vertical. The embellishment I'm going to add is something that flows with the border. And has a couple simple elements of leaf. I'm going to use this line for the top, and I'll break it and restart it as I pass it through the letters. So, if you're able to sketch and draw things like this, it'll save you a lot of layout time and not having to do it technically or on a computer, but just visibly sketch in vertical letters and a nice scroll embellishment to accompany that. And maybe in layout time, I've spent 5 minutes at the most. Didn't have to spend time on the computer or drawing on paper. These things, if you do them over and over through your engraving lifetime, things go quicker and you can see what you're doing without having to plan too far ahead. So, beyond that, it's simply a matter of cutting the letters.